Hello, welcome to week 3, class 3. We're going to be covering balance. So equipment that you might need are going to be resistance bands, or if you want to use some light weight, you can use a soup can or any little light pound weight that you need. So if you need to grab that equipment, make sure you pause the video before you continue. If you pause the video, thank you for getting that equipment and welcome back. We are going to be covering balance today, but overall our main priority is going to be your safety. So make sure that you have a stable surface like a chair or a table when performing these exercises, especially if you're doing something in standing. And then if you need to take a break, you can pause the video at any time and get a sip of water and take a little break before continuing. I want to remind you guys of the RPE scale, the rate of perceived exertion scale on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being the lightest, this is the easiest workout there is, and 10 being this is really hard and I'm about to, collapse. Make sure that you take that scale at the end of the exercises and at the end of your workout and document it in that exercise log, as well as keep track of your heart rate with your heart rate monitor, whether that's on your chest or through your Apple Watch or Fitbit. You can start your workout and then take the average of everything at the end and document it. But we're going to get started with a little bit of a warm-up. So a lot of it is balance today. So we're just going to do some deep breathing. So let's start with a nice deep breath in. Let that chest expand and out. And then breathe in and breathe out. And then one more time, in and out. Now we're going to do a little bit of chair yoga. So what we're going to do is take your left arm and reach it above your head and reach, kind of take that lean. You can hold the other side of the chair, and then once you feel a good stretch, hold it, and then relax and go with the other arm, making sure that you reach that end point, kind of like you cannot go any further, just stretch it out. And then relax and back to the other arm. And every time you do this, try to reach a little bit farther. Maybe just lean in a little bit more. Good. And relax. And reach in. And relax. One more time on each side. And other side. Good, now we're gonna warm up those legs. So take your left leg and pull it to your chest. Really trying to keep that back straight and pulling it as close as you can. And switch to the other leg. And switch. Switch. And go at your own pace. If you need to stay a little bit longer and stretch out those legs, feel free to stay longer. You don't have to go with us for this. Just get that nice stretch. This is for you. And one more time on each leg. And switch. Good, and finally, for the end of our warm-up, we're just gonna do a little bit of leaning in. So if you're in a chair, just kind of grab the edges of the chair and just lean forward. Kind of feel how far you can go. Just working that core, working those muscles in your tummy and your back, and then control on the way up to go back into neutral or just that straight back position. We're gonna do that 2 more times, so just lean in. And up. Make sure you're breathing through this, so try to exhale on the way up. So breathe in on the way down, and then exhale on the way up. Good, so that completes our warm-up. We're now gonna go into our exercises. This class we have 5 exercises, and we're gonna go 2 rounds of 30 seconds each. Shelby is going to be demonstrating a seated position. I'll be in more of an intermediate level, some standing, some sitting positions, and then Jemai will be doing a more dynamic or a more challenging workout. So pick the one that is best for you, and if you need to switch or move up any time in the class, feel free to do so. If something seems a little easy in round 1 and you want to switch for round 2, feel free to do so. Our first exercise that we are going to do is a sit to stand, and that could be with a step. So Shelby's going to demonstrate a lean and step. So she is leaning forward and then stepping. I will be demonstrating a sit to stand with a small step. So I will be standing up and then stepping. And Jemai will be demonstrating a sit to stand with a big step. One more time in the video. Okay. And so we're going to be doing 2 sets of 30. We're going to start in about 5 seconds. So make sure that you have your water and ready. Begin. Good. Keep it up. Go at your own pace. Stay controlled on the way up and down. And rest. Great job. Get a sip of water. We're going to be going in about 15 seconds here for round 2. So again, pick one level that is challenging for you. And if you need to take a break, feel free to pause the video if you need it. Here we go, round 2. Ready, begin. And make sure if you're doing one of the standing that you have a stable surface with you. Jemai and I have the chair behind us just in case, but you might want something off to the side. And rest. Great job, shake out those legs. We're going to be using them a lot. Our next exercise is going to be a step with arm twist. So more if you've ever done a warrior pose in yoga, that's what we're going for. So Shelby's going to demonstrate a step with arm twist seated, so she's stepping, she's twisting, she's going the opposite arm to the opposite leg. I will be doing a step with a small warrior, so again, opposite arm and opposite leg, and up, and then a small warrior. Jemai will be doing a step with a big warrior pose, so he's going out almost into a lunge. And really important, if you need to have a chair or table next to you, make sure that you have that. We're going to go for our second exercise in 10 seconds. So shake it out, get ready to do some warrior poses. Round 1, ready, begin. Keep it up, 10 more seconds here. And rest. So make sure that you're resting. If you need to move your chair over, make sure that it's next to you during this. We're going to go again in about 10 seconds here. And round 2, ready, begin. Really think about stretching, trying to get farther than your first round. Good, 10 more seconds here. Keep it up, guys. And rest. Great job. Our next exercise is going to be focused on a lot of balance and core work. So what we're doing is going to be doing some stands, whether that's single leg or double. Shelby's going to demonstrate a slight leg and hip raise. So she's just doing almost a march I'll be demonstrating feet together, and I'm just going to be standing eyes open, or if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, eyes closed. And Jemiah will be doing a single leg stand. Once again, making sure that you have your stable surface next to you at all times. So we're going to go in 10 seconds for our third exercise. Great job so far. Make sure that you have the right equipment. We're going in 5. Ready, begin. Sometimes it helps to have your hands out a little bit, making sure that you're trying to control that core, staying still. Keep it up, 10 more seconds. And rest. Make sure you rest, shake it out. We're gonna go for our second round in about 15 seconds. Shake it out. Pick something that's challenging for you. So if you need to close your eyes and add that, feel free to add that. We go for round 2 in 5. Ready, begin. Keep it up here. 20 more seconds. Feel all your muscles connected in one line. And rest. Great job. Our next exercise is going to be called 3-way toe taps. And so the way that progression goes is that with one leg you will be going forward, then to the side, and then backwards. And so the way that that's going to work out is Shelby's going to be demonstrated in seated. She's going to scoot up to the edge of her chair, and she is just stepping forward, side, and then back, and then switching to the other leg. I'll be demonstrating in standing, so I'll be grabbing my surface, going small step forward, small step to the side, small step backwards. Jemiah is going to be demonstrating with a band, so once again, forward, side, and then back. Again, this doesn't have to be a big step, but just make sure that you're getting out a little bit where your whole body can shift forward. You don't need to be taking a giant lunge like we did at the beginning. Just small steps, kind of pick a square and just stay in that square. Our third exercise will start in about 10. If you need a sip of water or to wipe off with a towel, feel free to do so. We go in 5. Ready, begin. Good. Just go at your own pace. Stay in control. And switch after you do the whole 3. 10 more seconds here. And rest. Great job. Shake out those legs. If you want to step a little bit farther, you can. We're just looking for a lot of control in and out. And if you want to make this a little more challenging, you can try to not have that foot touch the ground as you go through the different taps. All right, round 2, ready, begin. Nice and controlled. And rest. Great job. We only have one more exercise now, and that's going to be completing toe raises. So Shelby's going to be demonstrating an alternating toe raise. So she's going one at a time. She is going with her foot, and she's trying to bring it up to her chest, her toes to her chest. I'll be doing a standing alternate toe raise. So I'll be alternating my feet, just going back and forth. And Jemiah's going to demonstrate a bilateral or double toe raise, and he has his stable surface. He's just going up on his heels and then back down. Trying not to rock back and forth, just feeling that, especially in the front and the back of your leg. So we go in about 15. Last exercise, make it a great one. We have 2 more rounds left before cool down. In 5. Ready, begin. Great job, keep it going, 15 more seconds. And rest. Good, shake out those legs. Sometimes it helps to go on your toes or shake them out. We got 1 more round before cool down, so keep it up, you guys are doing great. We go in 10. And begin. Keep it up here, you got 10 more seconds. Rest. Great job. Take a seat if you need it. Get some water. We're going to do a 2 to 3 minute cool down just to shake out all the muscles that we've been using. So first, let's just start with a nice deep breath in. Let those arms raise up over your head. And then exhale and let those arms come down. Nice and controlled. And then when you get at the end, kind of shake those arms out. One more time. Breathe in. And now what we're going to do is just kind of do a little bit of a rotation. We used our core, so what we're going to do is grab the edge of your chair and just try to rotate over. Good, and switch. You can use that edge of the chair to help you get a little bit farther, and then switch. We'll do that 2 more times on each side. Switch. One more time. Switch. And switch. Good. Now let's stretch out those legs. So stick that leg, put your heel on the ground, and just try to lean right up, trying to touch those toes, or as far as you can go. Just feel that stretch in the back of your calf. And switch. Trying to get a little farther every time that you do this. And switch. Feel that stretch. If you want to try to bring your toe up closer, you can. Or if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, point that toe. And one more time on each side. And last one. Good. And to finish out, we're just going to finish with three deep breaths, just like we did at the beginning of this exercise. So just breathe in, let that chest come up, shoulders back, and out. Breathe in. You're going to have a little bit of a hold and out. And one more time. And out. Great job for week 3, class 3, covering balance. So make sure that you document your RPE value on a scale of 0 to 10 for this exercise program. And then also keep track of your average heart rate. Make sure that you guys have a great day, drink some water, and we'll see you next time. Bye.